This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Throughout the country, more and more women are now being hired to run police departments.
And just recently, the city of Punta Gorda hired their first female police chief. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo spoke to the new chief to find out her initial plans.
Well, guys, females holding the top spot in this area are starting to become the trend as well. And it all started here in Sarasota.
It's been 5 years since the city of Sarasota hired Bernadette DePino as police chief from the state of Maryland. Now, in the city of Punta Gorda, a similar scenario.
I look forward to working with her, so I'll be able to give her a little bit of insight on what it's like to be a chief in the state of Florida.
Director of the Baltimore Police Department's Professional and Training Academy, Pamela Davis, is now Punta Gorda's newest police chief, making her the third female police chief on the Suncoast, which includes Chief Melanie Bevan of Bradenton. She says this trend is starting to become the norm.
I think if you look at Seattle, there's a female police chief. Dallas now has one. I think I just saw Honolulu has one. I think the doors are opening and people are being a lot more accepting and you know, giving everybody an opportunity.
With over 26 years of experience in law enforcement, she points to responsibility, not gender, as a key in taking a leadership role.
If you're a hard worker and you do what you're supposed to do and you stay out of trouble, opportunities will be available for anybody.
DePino agrees and says with anyone going through the ranks as she did, they'll face hurdles as they move up.
But I never looked at those positions as I was going to be the first in that. I just knew that I aspired to be a sergeant. I aspired to be a leader within the organizations.
Saying women are willing to step up in many of these leadership roles.
But it's now just great to see that there's more opportunities and you're seeing more and more women taking advantages of those opportunities.
An opportunity, Davis says, will be a challenge, but will be hitting the streets on the first day.
Be very, very active in the community. And definitely be at as many community meetings as I can get to. And one of the first things I'm going to do in the first month that I'm there is I'm going to be establishing a Chiefs Citizens Advisory Board and a Chiefs Business Advisory Board.
This vacancy was created when former police chief Tom Lewis was fired this past August while under scrutiny from an incident in which one of his police officers shot and killed a woman during a public demonstration. Pamela Davis will start her role as police chief January 2nd of next year. Back to you.
All right, Dwayne, thank you. Manatee County teachers are closer to getting a raise. Manatee Education Association and the school district reaching a tentative contract agreement. Still must be ratified by teachers and paraprofessionals before it's presented to the school board for approval. Under this agreement, teachers will receive a raise of $1,100 to $1,400 a year, and their health insurance premiums will not go up. A beginning teacher's salary will also rise about $900 a year. Paraprofessionals' salaries will go up about 15 cents an hour. Voters have just 2 weeks to get in their ballots for the December House District 72 Democratic primary election. Sarasota County Supervisor of Elections Ron Turner says all vote-by-mail ballots must be returned by 7 p.m. on December 5th. Turner also wants voters to follow the instructions included with the vote-by-mail ballots to ensure their ballots are counted. Ballots can be returned to one of 3 locations: Sarasota, Venice, and Northport.
Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at your first alert forecast and, of course, the Thanksgiving holiday forecast as well. Bob?
Right now, we're looking at this shower activity out in the Gulf of Mexico associated with a weak frontal system. Now, this front or trough of low pressure, if you will get close to us late tonight after midnight, more than likely, and bring us a chance for a few showers. But the rainfall is mainly to the north and over the northeastern portion of the state right now. We are not anticipating anything significant here as far as that goes. And in fact, you can see that last track there. There's one storm in the northern Gulf of Mexico that is bringing some lightning there. And our tower cam is showing the sun is set and things are looking pretty nice again out in the Gulf of Mexico. A little bit more sunshine has moved in as a result again of some slightly drier air that has filtered in, and it looks as though we will see a chance for showers coming back into play on Thursday. So again, Thanksgiving could be a little wet. The rain chances are going to get fairly high there. Boy, what a beautiful shot that is right there with our tower cam. Well, much more in our forecast coming up in a little bit. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Now to the mystery surrounding 2 Border Patrol agents in Texas. One is in critical condition and another is dead from his injuries. The FBI is conducting an investigation, saying it's too early to tell exactly what happened, but already several politicians say they are confident the 2 agents were attacked, redoubling calls for a border wall. ABC's Lana Zach has the latest now from Washington.
The FBI will not say if 2 Border Patrol agents were the victims of an attack or an accident. Agent Rogelio Martinez died from his injuries. His partner, whose name has not been released, remains in critical but stable condition. The agents were found about 12 miles east of Van Horn at the bottom of a ravine. They had been responding to a sensor which detects human activity at the border. Investigators are looking into whether the agents may have fallen, but the president responded to the news on Monday this way.
We lost a Border Patrol officer just yesterday, and another one was brutally beaten and badly hurt. Looks like he'll make it, but very badly hurt. And we talk about the wall. We're going to have the wall.
Senator Ted Cruz and Texas Governor Greg Abbott have also described the incident as an attack. Investigators are hoping to find out more, but the Associated Press is reporting that a government official with direct knowledge of the investigation says the surviving agent doesn't remember what happened. Agent Martinez's mother says even she doesn't know exactly how her son died. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
The Trump administration has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to allow the latest version of its controversial travel ban to go fully into effect pending appeal. A district court in Hawaii blocked this latest version last month, but a federal appeals court panel partially lifted the block earlier this month. The panel ruled the ban can go into effect except for foreign nationals who have so-called bona fide relationships with people or entities in the U.S. The new travel ban places varying levels of restrictions on foreign nationals from 8 different countries. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, the challenge of getting quality childcare around the country.
The questions you should be asking while picking out a daycare, babysitter, or preschool for your child.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
The ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit. Visit mysuncoast.com and download yours today.
Auto Trader recently said Stelvio can spring from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds. A segment best. You deserve the best. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
If you're unsatisfied with your child care options, join the crowd. With more, here's ABC News correspondent Stephanie Ramos.
Wait lists, rising costs, interviews, and safety fears. Finding the right preschool or daycare these days feels more like applying to college. In fact, more than 60% of American parents may struggle to find safe, healthy options for their young children. This is according to a new study out today from C.S. Mott Children's Hospital. That's at the top of parents' list for preschools, daycare centers, or in-home providers. Health and safety standards, things like background checks, locked doors, staff with early childhood training, just a few of the areas where parents won't compromise. Also a priority, active playtime and safe options for outdoor time. And then there are the deal breakers. Parents may hesitate at centers in unsafe neighborhoods, but guns on the premises, non-staff adults, and rules that allow unvaccinated children are all big no's for most moms and dads. Your little one doesn't know how to pick a daycare. You do, if you ask the right questions and don't compromise. Because safety and peace of mind is much more important than the building blocks, crayons, and a spot in the class. With this Medical Minute, I'm Stephanie Ramos.
Now your ABC7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Stephanie, a beautiful day this late day, but now clouds around earlier this morning. Causing quite a bit of cloudiness around, but making for a nice sunset this evening. And we have more photos being sent into pics at mysuncoast.com. Those were from last night, a beautiful sunset. But here's what we had throughout the morning. A lot of clouds around, but you'll notice as I move through time here, they start to thin out a bit. And we saw a fairly decent afternoon from about 3 o'clock on. You can see the skies clearing out there. The sun has now set. Skies generally fair up and down the coast. We are looking for an increase in clouds again late tonight and tomorrow morning as a little weak frontal system moves in during the morning hours. So expect the clouds to come back just a little bit. 66 degrees. It'll stay rather mild, though, up until 11 o'clock at 66. We're not anticipating any rainfall through this evening, so if you have anything planned, it looks to be pretty good. Sarasota Braden Airport now 74 in Braden as well. And as far as the current conditions go there at Sarasota Braden Airport, the humidity 79%. We have an east-southeast wind at 8 and the pressure 29.90 inches. That is falling ever so slightly at this time. Well, the high today warmed to 77 degrees, just 1 degree shy of the normal. 78 is our normal high. 63 was the morning low. That was above average. Our normal low at 58 degrees. The record 33 set back in 1914. And a zip on the rainfall officially at the airport. We could see some, as I said, during the morning on Wednesday, but not much. Better chances for rain come midday on Thanksgiving and then again on Friday morning. Temperature forecast at 2 a.m. will be around 66 degrees. We should bottom out into the mid-60s for the most part and then warm up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees tomorrow. So as far as the forecast goes, that little piece of energy that brought us the clouds continues to head off to the northeast. There's that little whip around from that low pressure area, brings us a weak line of showers, and this is at 5:30 in the morning. Should be all gone by sunrise, and then there'll be a few showers out in the Gulf of Mexico throughout the day, but Wednesday looks to be pretty good. A partly cloudy day for the most part. And then this storm system gathers out in the Gulf and then eventually sweeps our way on Thursday. This particular forecast model indicating we could see some heavy rainfall on midday Thursday, Thanksgiving, and on into Friday as well. But this is a snapshot at 4 o'clock in the afternoon showing a wide swath of some heavy rainfall, and the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm or two will exist inside that mix as the system kind of works off to the east-northeast, and it will be around long enough that it'll stick around through Friday morning. Now, as far as the future cast goes tonight, this particular model indicating some clouds and showers around after midnight. As I said, this should almost be over by sunrise tomorrow, and then things look to improve after that for Wednesday. Now, there is a slight risk, a very slight risk for a thunderstorm or two, as I mentioned, with that little line that moves through later on. And the big picture showing the clouds and showers over the southeast near Georgia, South Carolina, and North Florida. And then that frontal boundary, this front right here is bringing some very chilly air across much of the northern plains and now into the Great Lakes as well. Well, the boating forecast checks in like this. Winds will be rather light tomorrow, not all that strong. Out of the east, then switching to the north at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be 2 feet or less with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 72 degrees. And the UV index will be at a 5. The tides upcoming, low tide at 7:23 and a high at 12:49. Sunrise will be at 6:56. Partly cloudy, some scattered showers, some morning fog too possible, right around 62 for your low. And then tomorrow, look for that fog to burn off. Partly sunny skies, a 20% chance for a shower, and a high of 79. And then Thanksgiving, clouds and showers move in with a good chance for that rain in the afternoon and evening, right into Friday morning. Weekend looks good. We have the big holiday parade in Venice and also on Siesta Key. It looks to be okay for that. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. There is some backup on US 41 in Sarasota near the intersection with State Road 70 in Manatee County. There's also some traffic on I-75 northbound from Clark Road to Fruitville Road. That's all due to a stalled vehicle at the Fruitville Road exit.
The Justice Department is suing to block AT&T's $85 billion bid to take over Time Warner. If the merger is approved, the Justice Department warns it could mean higher cable bills across the country. Time Warner owns networks like CNN, TBS, and HBO, and AT&T owns DirecTV. If they were to merge, the DOJ argues they would be able to charge competitors hundreds of millions of dollars more for distribution rights. AT&T is fighting the DOJ lawsuit.
I've done a lot of deals in my career, but I've never done one where we have disagreed with the Department of Justice so much on even the most basic of facts.
During last year's presidential campaign, then-candidate Trump argued against this deal, but Justice Department officials say they are not opposing the deal because of politics.
Well, it looks like the country's unemployment rate will continue to drop over the next 2 years. In a recently published report, Goldman Sachs says the U.S. unemployment rate will likely fall to 3.5% by the end of 2019. Such a number has not been seen since 1969, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The U.S. unemployment rate rose to 10% during the Great Recession, but it has since plummeted to its current rate of 4.1%.
All right, stay with us. Entertainment news is coming up next.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
The biggest shopping day of the year is here, and Sunset Fiat of Sarasota invites you to experience the ultimate LBD. Long, beautiful drive, of course, because no matter which model you try on, the Fiat 500, the 500X, the 500L, or the gorgeous Fiat Spider, you're going to love the way you look and feel in your new Fiat. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Black Friday sales event going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves him green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
The country music industry is mourning the death of legendary singer and songwriter Mel Tillis. He died Sunday morning in Ocala after battling intestinal issues at the age of 85. Tillis penned more than 1,000 songs over a career that spanned 6 decades. Among them were 35 top 10 singles and 6 #1 hits. His publicist says his proudest achievement was being inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. He was also well known for his willingness to help others.
Who will be the lucky person to hoist the Mirror Ball Trophy tonight? Someone will be crowned the new Dancing with the Stars champion right here on ABC7 this evening. ABC's Danya Backus is in Los Angeles with a preview.
It started with 13 stars and now only the top 3 remain. Jordan Fisher, the Hamilton and Grease live actor, going into the finale at the top of the leaderboard.
It was so full on, full of energy.
Despite him and his partner Lindsay Arnold both being injured.
I have a cordial abrasion. It's better than yesterday.
The only woman left, Lindsay Sterling, an acclaimed violinist, transferring her musicality to the dance floor, beating the odds, battling an almost season-ending rib injury.
I can't even rehearse because I'm in so much pain.
To make it to the finals.
I'm going to use a word I never use because it's an American. Go for it. Awesome.
Run, boy, run. Frankie Muniz showing he's more than just Malcolm in the Middle. The child actor has remained a top competitor and the judges loved his foxtrot.
Great flair, great confidence.
Tonight, the couples will leave it all on the floor, performing 2 dances, their favorite dance from the season, and a new routine as part of the 24-hour fusion.
I have no clue who's going to win. It's just become a fantastic competition.
And for the first time ever, tonight after the 3 couples dance, you'll have a 5-minute window to vote for your favorite online at abc.com and the Dancing with the Stars Facebook page. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, Scott, we both have been keeping up with this show throughout the past season. Do you have a fan favorite tonight?
Well, I think Jordan is the best answer, right? I think if he gets the fan vote, he'll win tonight.
Yeah.
I think he has to.
I guess we'll have to see. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a big night for them.
And we'll be right back with more news. Stay with us.